Well, hello, my friends. This is Laura, and I hope that today finds you well and peaceful and prosperous. And also, I want to give a big thank you to all of my subscribers. If you recently subscribed to my channel, know that I thank you. It is very much appreciated. And if you've been with me for a while from the beginning, I really truly appreciate you. So, a big thank you to all subscribers, old and new. And so today in this video, we're going to talk about the difficulty of saying goodbye. If you've ever had to say goodbye to someone, you know how much pain, how difficult it is. Whether you're saying goodbye to visiting family members, a boyfriend or a girlfriend that's going to be going away for an extended period of time, or they're going away for good, they won't be returning. And even more difficult is when you have to say goodbye to a loved one due to loss of life, due to death. All of these experiences can leave you feeling heartbroken. It can make you feel like someone took your heart out and stumped on it. It can make you feel like someone knocked the air out of you. It is the most difficult human experience that we could ever have, having to say goodbye. Well, there are situations in which it is not hard to say goodbye. For instance, it's not hard to say goodbye to a stranger. It's not hard to say goodbye to short encounters or casual acquaintances. It's not hard to say goodbye to people who really have not had an impact on your life, or their coming into your life or leaving your life has not really made a difference. And it's really not hard to say goodbye to an enemy. The point where it gets difficult is when you have to say goodbye to someone in which you've had a history with. And these are people that you grew up together with. You went to the same schools. Maybe you went to school together from preschool through high school, or even throughout college. It's people that you've cried together and laughed together. You've broken bread together on several occasions. You've celebrated birthdays together, weddings, graduations, and you've even attended funerals together. You've been there with them through grief. You've experienced some sort of a hard time with this person. You bonded because of the hard times, the difficult times that you saw together or experienced together. And you bonded together because you made it through those hard times with each other. You totally depended on each other. These people will include family members, best friends, siblings, parents, spouses, and my friend, even children. And so what happens when we have to say goodbye? Something happens. And these are relationships in which you never dreamed that anything could come between you or separate you from these people. But it did. And sometimes, my friend, this separation is not due to death. Sometimes a separation can be permanent due to life. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's all the stuff that gets in the way of life, the stuff that draws a wedge between the people that you have a history with. And what are some of the things that can draw people apart, that can make them distant, that can cause this wedge between them? Well, the stuff called life, it includes hurt feelings, bad memories, fights, arguments, slight misunderstandings, or even large misunderstandings. The stuff that gets in the way can include unresolved issues, pride, stubbornness, unforgiveness. All of the things that occur in life, sometimes they can get in the way, and they can separate people who were inseparable. The Bible tells us that it's the small foxes that spoil the vine. So what do you do when a relationship that should be intact, that should be strong, that should have withstood the test of time, what do you do when that relationship, when it breaks apart? Well, you can try to resolve the issues. If the wrong suffered was due to something you did, you can apologize and hope that person accepts the apology. You can allow time to heal the wounds. You can also just let it be, especially if you know that you have not done any harm to this person, or if you have done something that have offended your brother or your sister or a family member or a best friend, and you've tried to make amends for that and it's not happening, and you've tried your best with everything in you that's humanly possible, you've tried not to make that same mistake again or offend in that way again, and the relationship still has not healed. So what do you do? Well, after a while, my friend, it may be painful, but it's even more painful chasing people that don't want to be found, chasing someone that doesn't want to be caught. So you get tired of chasing people around. And so you learn the lesson. And that lesson is that people are not perfect. Human beings are not perfect. We're all imperfect. And that people will fail you. That's just a part of the human touch, the human nature, that people will fail you. And so when you've done everything in your power to make amends, you learn to say goodbye. And in the words of Al Green, and his song, what is it called? For the Good Times. There it is. It came back to me. Al Green has a song called For the Good Times. And one of the interesting lyrics that stood out to me is when he said, "But life goes on. And this world, it keeps on turning." And so you have to learn the lesson. You have to learn that even though it's painful to say goodbye, you have to let go of the pain, and you have to realize that life goes on and this world is going to keep on turning. And so, my friend, you move on. You live life, and you live the best life possible, but you continue living. And so I'm going to end the video at this point. If you enjoy the content of my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share. And as always, until we meet again, bye-bye, my friends.